The Clarity 4000 series IPv6 training module. In this module we're going to show you how to log into the Clarity 4000 series configurator browser and set up your SIP account or SIP trunk. The Clarity 4000 series comes preset with a static IP. If you need to change this to match your local area network, then you'll have to do that from the phone through the menu. Once you've typed in the default IP address, you'll be able to log in using a username and password. By default the username is admin and the password is 1234. To ensure your long-term security for your Clarity 4000 series, it is recommended that you change your username and password once you're in the configurator. So now let's log into the configurator. On the main configurator page you'll see some useful information. The system information will identify your latest firmware upgrade, the IMEI and IMSI number for your SIM card if connected into the phone, your LAN port settings and your PC port settings. On the left hand side you'll see all of your menu options. By moving your mouse over these options you will get sub areas into menus that you can then start to use for configuring your Clarity 4000. Now it's time to set up your first SIP account. On the left hand side menu you'll see a menu that says SIP account. If we click into this, it'll open up the options for up to the 10 SIP accounts that can be configured on the Clarity 4000 series. In the SIP account service page you'll have 10 options. Each of these options holds an account for calling services. They could be for a SIP account, a PSTN service or a GSM SIM. Now depending on what Clarity 4000 series model you have, accounts 1 to 3 may be pre-populated. This will depend on what Clarity model you have, whether it has a PSTN line or a GSM line. Now to go into an account, all you need to do is move your mouse over to the number and select it. As we've chosen the default account setting here, you can see that a number of the details are greyed out. This means you can't edit these. The only items editable in the default account settings would be your voicemail, so you could put a voicemail shortcode number and also the pickup code. Like the service default account, the PSTN and GSM service accounts are also pre-populated. If I go into the PSTN account, here you can see that the greyed out areas are the pre-populated fields. However, in the PSTN and GSM accounts you do have further options to tailor your service and meet your needs. So now we're going to actually input a brand new SIP account or SIP trunk account. So the first option available is account number 4, so I move my mouse and click into the actual account. Now you're into your SIP account. As you can see, unlike the pre-populated fields in the previous accounts, they're now open, allowing you to put your details for your SIP account or SIP trunk services. I'm now going to populate the fields with my SIP account details. So the first thing I have to do is enable the SIP account. I now have my SIP account details here, and I find it easy to actually cut and paste. So if I take my SIP account username, copy, I can paste it into the ID area. My authentication name will be exactly the same. My display name will be my phone number. So now I need to enter in my password and also my registration server. This is either an IP number or a domain name that we point the SIP account to. So the next fields to populate are my details for my proxy server or realm address. In this instance I don't require those details because I use it from my registration server. And so I'm going to move straight on to my short key for voicemail, which is 199. Now the next field to configure is our busy lamp field lists. The Clarity 4000 series can actually support 3 groups of busy lamp fields. Busy lamp fields, or BLFs, are the LED indicators on your desk phone. They show green when you're available for a call, red when you're on a call, and if you're on a call and somebody else is trying to call you, the other users will see your red light flash on and off. So for this instance I'm going to use the first BLF group, so I type in BLF_1. So the next field to fill in will be the pickup code, which in this instance will be *8. So the rest of the settings on this page are drop-down box menus. Most of the details should be provided by your service provider, but in this instance we'll show you some of the key settings. Moving down to the key boxes, the ring to area allows you to actually set where this SIP account will actually ring to. So based on the default setting of disabled, any calls coming into that SIP account will ring the Clarity 4000 series. The other options you have is either send it to a group of extensions or send it to an individual handset. As you can see here, you have all of your extensions and you can choose which one you want it to go to. In this instance, I'll set it to disable. Now the next option you have to look at is how you want to use your Clarity 4000 series. It can be used either as a single line telephone or multi-line telephone. By using it as a multi-line telephone, you actually get to use the 2 lines as a standard phone, but also it enables the PBX functionality, allowing 16 simultaneous calls. My final task is to decide how, in the event that somebody calls my SIP account and I can't answer it and it goes to voicemail, how I'm alerted. The MWI setting, or message waiting indicator setting, is how I change this. By default it's at disabled, so if I click on it, I can enable this. This now will alert me on my phone and the message waiting indicator button on your handset. It will turn to red, notifying me that a message is waiting for me. Now this is done, I can submit the account for connection. You will notice your desk phone reboot itself. After a period of time it will register the account, and as you can see here, it has successfully registered. Your phone is now configured with your SIP account and will be able to receive inbound calls.